Hello, hey Churros, hey Tofu. Sorry about that. Oh, hey yo. Hello. How are you guys? How's uni been treating you, Tofu? Are you on break? Oh, I need to fix the, the size of the chat. Give me a second. Let me go make chat a bit bigger. I'll probably change the color too. Yeah. Yes, it is. It was a free overlay available on Coffee. I I got it a long time ago, but I know it was like on Coffee. Wait, let me change the chat text settings. Okay, hopefully it's bigger now. Needs to change color to me. Thinks it's too blended in. Yeah, I see that. Oh gosh. Okay, let me change the color. Maybe adding a shadow will help? Let me see. Oh. Sorry, I'm tweaking with the stuff. Okay, I think it should be better now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can make it purple. Good suggestion. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Actually, you know what? Pink is fine. I think this shade of pink is okay. This shade of pink is doable. Yeah, how is everyone? Hello, Bob. Yeah, how is everyone? A lot of like my stream elements and my Vito, like my PNG Tuber app, like restarted or reset. So like my YouTube is not connected to Stream Elements anymore, so I don't have the option to stream on YouTube for some reason, which is something I need to fix when I have time. And I need to like re-put all like my PNG elements onto Vito because for some reason Vito just decided to delete all my existing PNG like images in Vito. So I'm just it's a bit annoying, but it's not hard to fix. It's just a bit annoying because like I have to like I don't know if I still have the files because it's been a while. Show says I'm air right now. Oh, why is that? I could be better. I had a very emotional day today. Like I cried I cried so hard this morning that like you know when you're a child and you cry so hard that you are like struggling to breathe. You're like just like gasping for air because your body is just like stressed out, I guess. I don't know if stressed out is the right word to say, but it's just like under so much emotional like stress that it's just like struggling, right? So I haven't cried like that in a long while. I cry, but I haven't cried to the point of like I'm literally like just like struggling to breathe. I can't say anything because like and I feel like just like everything that has been like weighing me down emotionally finally like came to like a breaking point this morning or like today, and it was a good thing because I feel like if I didn't break, I would just be I wouldn't have released a lot of needed stress. I feel like me crying allowed me to release a lot of stress that I had. Something happened this morning. Yeah, something did happen. I'll probably explain in a bit. Hi, Mish. Hi, Mish. So it's funny because it's like I have been crying a lot to release stress, but like today was like the kind of sob fest that was just like so big that yes, I'm ready for tomorrow, Studio. Thank you. I'm excited for tomorrow. Yeah, I've just been going through like a rough patch, like a rough season, because a lot of things are happening in my life that it's just kind of difficult to go through. Thank you for the cyber hugs, thank you. And I mean, last night I did get to talk to some friends. Like got to talk to like Mako and like my uni friends about some of the stuff that I've been like struggling with, and it helped me a lot. But I felt like that was like okay, if like 100% is like everything, I let out like maybe like maximum 20% of how shitty I was feeling. Maximum 20. What is YCH character? Oh, that's your character here. I'll probably do that when I do an art stream. Yeah. So basically, I just draw your character in the stocking. You can find more information on it on Twitter. I did put it on Twitter. Um. Yeah, it's uh. I think me sobbing today, cause like I just broke down uh in front of my mom and my sister, and like I think I cried so much that I couldn't like I just slept afterwards. I literally went baby mode. I just like I cried. I talked to my family about it. I felt better, and then I slept. And then I woke up. I ate, and now I'm here. That's my whole day. I'm kidding. Bob says, "Do you have someone you can confide with everything, like IRL best friend?" The thing is, I do have people I can confide in and I talk about, but it doesn't really help me in a way where it's like it makes me more aware because I'm already pretty hyper aware of why I feel certain things. So when I talk about it, it just becomes more real to me, and it makes me feel more like bad, you know. Um, so I'm very careful with who I tell stuff to because although there are a lot of trustworthy people in my life that I can talk to and confide in, that doesn't mean they will have the answers I need. And sometimes me telling them just makes me feel worse because they're not in a position that they can help me, you know? Um, I took that leap of faith by telling my uni friends yesterday, and they provided me a lot of encouragement. But I feel like not to put any of my friends or the people who help me down. I feel like it only helps me so much. Like, let's say if the problem is like 100%, it only helps me to like 10%, 10 to 20%. You know, like it makes me feel less alone in this, and it helps me to validate my feelings. But um, I'm still I'm still stuck with the problem, right? So today I need to refresh my cache. Give me a second. So today things were a bit different because I talked about it with people who were able to give me an action plan that gave me a lot of hope. Like sometimes there's problems where you want emotional validation and you just want emotional support. You just want someone to be there for you and to just validate how you feel and let you know that everything's okay. And then sometimes you have problems where you just want to answer. You don't want to validate your feelings because you already validate your feelings enough. You stood along enough in your feelings. You just want an answer. Hi, Asta. Hello. Hello. Yeah. So I was in a situation where I just wanted some direction. I wanted some practical steps on what to do. Hello, Dum Dum. Oh, can we hear you freestyle? I can't freestyle rap. I'm sorry. I don't have that kind of talent or gift yet. I have not cultivated rapping skills. How are you faring today, Tiff? Oh, thanks, Esther. Like, I mean, see, this is what I mean. Like, I'm very well aware that I have a lot of people in my life that care about me and are willing to hear me out and listen to me. Like, chat is definitely one of those avenues. Like, you guys are always like so considerate and like concerning. Like, but again, I don't want to bring people down. I don't want to make people down with me. Um, but it got like to a really bad like boiling point today because like I mean there's like a lot of things that are contributing to my overall like sadness, and I came to the conclusion that uh the reason why I feel so bad is because like I could sum it up into five things, and most of those things I'm anchored to the stars. Hit me. Yeah. Most of those things are not really in my control. Like example, one of the things that have been really hitting me hard is my grandma. Like she's been really really sick, and it's just really hard. Yeah, it's just really hard. Um, cause I've never I've been to funerals and I've had people in my family die before, but I've never had like a very close family member pass away. And I mean, like my grandma's still alive, by the way, but she's been really sick, and it's just like having to deal with loss is a very scary thing to do. And I feel like I've just been doing like facing a lot of loss because like I lost my boyfriend obviously because my relationship ended. I'm losing my sister next month because she's going over to the US. And now that my grandma is sick, I just feel like I'm losing a lot of people that are very important to me. Oh no, I didn't expect to cry, honestly. I mean, I thought I cried out all the tears that I had left this morning. I don't really I didn't want to have like a sad stream to cry or anything. Hi, those not. Welcome to the stream. It's gonna be so awkward for like the new people tuning in because it's just like, what's going on? uh, as it says, losing people in your life is never easy, no matter how much you prepare your heart. Yeah, yeah. My grandma's still alive. She's at home. We're sending her to the ER tonight at 4 a.m. Um, so I mean, yeah, there's like that contributing factor where it's like again I'm losing a lot of important people in my life. Well, I still have my grandma. That's something I can be grateful for. Okay, I won't say that like I've lost my grandma. Um, yeah, but crazy Neko says hello chat. Turn your phone to angle 180 degrees. What's with these weird first time chats? And then like for models at 45 degrees. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me sit straight. Yeah, why is my phone why is my camera capturing me at 45 degrees? That's so weird. What's going on? Thank you for the hugs, Churros. Thank you for the hugs, Bob. Yeah, why is my VC face doing this? Okay, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know why my tracking is doing this to me. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try to fix it. Give me a second. Does your grandmother have a caretaker? I live like 2 houses away from my grandmother. My grandmother is surrounded by her kids, so she's honestly in the best position given her circumstances. But it's just hard to see. It's just hard to see someone you love sick. Yeah, it's just really hard, and like I don't want to believe that she is, like I like I'm convinced that she can heal. I'm very convinced that she could recover, but a lot of people, including my mom, have been saying very grim things, like Tiff, you have to spend a lot of time with Popo. Like we call my grandma Popo. You have to spend a lot of time with grandma because I don't even want to say the words they say because like it's just so negative. It's so grim. I get that they're being realistic, but it makes it hard for me to cope. Either she's super tall or she woke up a bit at 45 degrees. Meko. Uh, Esther says, "Do you want us to share us stories about? Do you want to share stories about your grandma happy ones for you?" No, I don't think I can do that. I'll cry. I'll definitely cry. But I'm definitely very attached to my grandma, even though I don't spend a lot of time with her because of our language barrier. But I'm very attached to her because she's the one that raised me and my sisters. Like my parents were never really around because they were busy working. So the one that really took care of me as a kid was my grandma. So yeah, it's a bit, it's a bit challenging. um, Echo says that human body has its own rate of speed to recover. Sorry about that. It's just hard because it's like I'm not the only one who's grieved people. There's a lot of people in my life who has lost loved ones. Like I had a very very close friend who lost her mother, and uh, I guess like a part of me finds it hard to go to my friends or go to people about this, like about the topic about my grandma, because I feel like they've gone through so much worse in a way because they're also grieving. So I don't want to I don't I don't want to like add more grief or like express my grief. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. If the injury is not life threatening, she will heal up. She's not injured per se. She's just really sick. Like her legs have swelled up. She hasn't really been eating properly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mako says, I'm hoping your grandma recovers as fast as possible. I'm sure she knows the amount of love and support you are mentally giving. I'm praying about her and spelled by her. Right now, she just a little time to physically recover. Yeah. It's a bit weird. Thank you, Meko. Thank you, Meko. Yeah, I don't mean to be crying. I did not intend for this to be a sad stream. Yeah, her body is just, her health just hasn't been the best the past few months. But like, I feel like death is something we all have to accept eventually. I think it hurts me much more because of my beliefs. Like I'm a Christian, so and my grandma and majority of my family is not Christian. So for me, it's even harder to cope because it's like I have this like, because of my faith, I have this. I would want her to at least be Christian, so even if she does pass away, or when she does pass away, I can still see her. You know, like I don't want to lose the hope of not being able to see her anymore. So even if I have to lose her to sickness, I want to be able to still like see her in the afterlife, you know? Can you stop crying, please? I mean, I'm trying. Like I said, I don't mean to cry, but I don't know if I can promise that. So if me crying makes you uncomfortable, Meko, I think this is not the stream. I usually don't cry in my other streams. Like I usually don't cry unless it's like happy tears. Um, it's okay, just let out it. Thanks, Mako. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the doctors can do their best. Yeah, at least on the right side, my grandma can go to the doctors, and so there's still hope. I'm not trying to be like completely hopeless or anything, you know. Michael says, I'm going through emo phase, so I'll start to try and be strong too. I might be new here, but pain is not new to me. I don't think anyone in my chat is new to pain. I have not met a single person who has not experienced some form of pain. Yeah, thank you, Kawaii. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Thank you for the hugs. Bob says, Tifa, I hope you can visit her soon. I'm sure hearing your voice will matter a lot. I actually just had dinner with her today. I gave her a book to read, but she was like, I can't read it. I'm like, oh, okay. I know what it's like to keep losing people when you're already alone. Yeah. I know that I've never really truly alone. Man, that's so true. Almost everyone here has experienced something. Yeah. I don't think pain can be measured. Michael says, Chat, don't think me as weirdo or something. I'm just trying to crack a joke. Just trying to make a laugh. Sorry, chat, if I'm not being what y'all be. Oh, no, it's okay, Michael. I mean, I get where you're coming from. I try not to assume the worst in people. But yeah, I just can't promise that I won't cry or I can stop crying, because I never intended to hit the start streaming button with tears. Honestly, I'm so cried out that I'm so cried out that I just like, I didn't think it was possible for my eyes to continue to shed tears because my eyes are so tired. They're so tired. Malcolm says, whether your grandma is from a different religion, I'm sure God recognizes good and kind people, and your grandma's definitely one of them. I don't know. There was there was a friend who told me some comforting things about that, like regarding where my grandma's gonna go after she passes away. And although I know my friend has good intentions and well intentions, because I don't share the same belief system as them, it it just feels like empty words to me. Even though I know they mean well, I know fully they mean well. They're just trying to comfort me, but it's just hard for me to accept or believe in that because I know it to be false. But again, that's me, you know. Um, my greatest hope and wish is for my grandma to be saved more than anything, and I know for like everyone in my chat probably it's hard to relate to this. Hello, Cryptic, welcome. Hello. No, this stream started on this note. But that's only because like I believe that it's very important and good, so I want the most important and good thing for her. But obviously, I don't force it. She still has her free will. But yeah, there is a part of me that just really wants her to be safe, and it's a selfish reason too. Because like the selfish reason is I just want to be able to see her after death. You know, I think this is like a very sensitive topic, so I hope this is not offending anyone who doesn't believe in the same belief system as me. I'm not here to criticize or judge people of different religions or beliefs. And my grandma is free to believe what she believes, but this is just how I feel about the whole situation. And I think added on to like just Annie says I mistook batteries in the basket at the shop as a basket of chocolate, then realized thought what makes it funny. Oh my god. Bob says it's okay Tiff, I can see that you care a lot about her. I do. And then like I think added on to that there was like I've been feeling very lost in my life, and I've been very unhappy with certain aspects in my life, like my career, my location, my skill sets, a lot of things, you know. And one thing that helped was my like my second sister in the States. This is some good news, okay? This is some good news. I talked to my sister in the States, and she was like, Tiff, if you're so unhappy in Malaysia, just freaking come to the US. Like, apply for a visa. Just stay with me. And I was like, I don't know why that didn't. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. You know, like the thing. I mean, not to say it didn't cross my mind. Like, it crossed my mind, but I thought it was something I couldn't do anything about. And she was like, no, like just do it. And if your visa gets rejected, then it's fine. At least like go somewhere else, go travel. Like you wanna get out of the country, go. Like go somewhere, go on vacation. You've never gone on vacation. You've always stayed in Asia. Like go somewhere. Like if you're feeling claustrophobic in your life or in your country. And I was just like, yeah, actually. Like it was like very practical. It was very practical advice. And it was very hard for me to come to that term because like I kept feeling like I didn't deserve it. I kept feeling like you know, I'm unemployed. Who, like, how dare I go travel and spend people's money, you know, like my parents' hard-earned money to travel just because I'm sad. You know, like I give me a second. My sister said these words that made me like cry. She said, "Tiff, your mental health." She said, "Your mental health means so much more than a couple $100 or a couple $1,000." And she said, and she said, It's not like you don't have the means. Tiff, it's not like you don't have the money to do it. Just do it. Your mental health comes first. And it was like, it was so like freeing to hear her say that, because I was just like, I was struggling to, I was struggling because it's like, I didn't want to do anything good for myself because I didn't feel like I deserved it because I wasn't working. I wasn't working. I wasn't earning money. So I was planning to just stay sad until I got a job that can earn me money, and then with that money, then I'll do something about my sadness. Chad is cutting onions there. Esta says you experienced a lot of issues recently. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Esta. Ollie says that she's right. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Let me give you a shout out and then I'll hydrate. Michael says travel, work, settle, and then finally do every you want because you look back and there's footsteps of the shadow of the past. Pride affords little, costs so much. It's not really pride issue, but it's more like I don't want to burden my loved ones with how I'm feeling, and it makes me feel worse for them to have to spend like resources, like especially monetary resources. And my sister was so kind because she was just like, Tiff, I don't care, because I was telling her like the reason why I haven't applied for a US visa, like a travel visa or any visa, is because like it's 190 USD just to apply, and that's not even like if I were to get accepted. That's just for application processing fees. And then my sister was like, Tiff, if you need the money, I'll pay it. Like 190 USD is nothing to me, Tiff. Like you matter so much more to me. Like if you need 190, like tell me right now, I'll give you that money. Like it's nothing. Like Tiff, it's really nothing. Money is nothing. Like if you want to come to the States, come. Just all you have to do is take that leap of faith and just come. Okay? And it wasn't just pride, because it was a lot of like pain, because like I'm the eldest in my family, by the way, chat. The sister that was talking to me, she's 4 years younger than me. So it was like a slap in my face to have like my younger sibling. And okay, to give you guys more context, I am like the mother figure to my sisters because my parents aren't really around because they're always busy working. So for me, my quote unquote parental figure was my grandma, but she was more of a guardian than a parental figure. I took on the role of the parental figure from a very, very young age. So to have my younger sisters say those words to me was very like I can't explain it. It was oddly heartbreaking, but at the same time heartwarming, because like I think for the first time I started to see my second sister as as a sister, and not as someone that I need to protect, someone I need to be a role model to, and someone I needed to parent. So yeah, that there was a lot of freedom in that because I felt like a huge pressure. A huge pressure was taken off my back. Oh my god. Manko says, I'm gonna rechat. Manko says you deserve everything good, Tiff. If something makes you happy, go for it. Money can't be earned back, but your happiness is not something you should sacrifice. But money can be earned back. Pop says, isn't that for them to decide though, whether you're a burden or not? SSFC, you don't have to handle everything by yourself. Agree? Michael says, quick question, why those stars look so beautiful? Which star? What star are you talking about? Michael, thank you for the follow! Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, look at all those emotes. Oh my gosh. The cat wing. Bob says you guys are family. I tell that always to my siblings. I wish I could have done more for someone else too. Welcome. Okay, okay, Michael, take your time. Okay, so another thing that helped me. So these are good things I'm telling you guys. When I broke down crying today, like this morning, it was actually because of something that happened at church. I'm in charge of I'm in charge of a big section of a camp that we're running in December, and it's my first time running a camp. So they gave me like roles and things that I needed to do, which I fulfilled. But apparently, I wasn't doing enough for them because there was a like what they expected from me and what I thought they expected of me were two very different things, and they were not very clear to me about what they expected of me. And I thought it was very unfair, and I stood up for myself. I did like talk back. I told them like I clarified with you, like, okay, for context, like two people called me out after church to like confront me on like how I wasn't doing my job properly in camp, and they were kind of like assuming that, or not assuming, but they kind of implied that I was letting someone else do all the work, which was really offensive to me, when because I have been doing all that I need to do for, and I've been on top of my camp game. Hello, Ferio. Hello, Skylar. So, the thing is, like, everything I prepare, they need to like I need to let the head of management approve. Okay, the head of management. Let's call head of management M, because he's a manager. Okay, M is a manager. So I needed something approved from the manager, and the manager took 1 month to get back to me for approval because the manager was busy preparing for his wedding. Okay, so um, I would constantly message him almost every week to be like, hey, I need approval on this. Hey, I need approval on this, and manager would be like, okay, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. But by the time he got back to me, a month has passed. Okay, and so during the meeting, where the manager and this other manager, let's call the other manager, let's call the second manager. Okay, so manager one and manager two. Manager one and manager two were basically, manager two was like saying like, why are you like in all our meetings so far, and we had 4 meetings so far because we have weekly meetings. Okay, all you've been updating us is you're waiting for approval from manager. You're waiting for approval from manager. Yeah, let's call second manager hot dog. Let's call second manager hot dog then. And hot dog was basically saying like you're not doing anything, and I'm like, excuse me, like what? I what do you want me to do? So I asked them, what do you want me to do? Like, would you want me to proceed without getting approval from manager? Because I was told that if I were to do that, I would be in trouble, you know. And then they're like, well, what other, why aren't you doing other things aside from waiting from approval? And I'm like, what do you mean what other things? I've done everything else. Like, the only thing that needs to be done is the thing that needs approval on. Bob says that's why I left church. Oh, no. Like, I'm not saying this because to shit on the church. I feel like even if this was work, these things will happen because, like, I feel like miscommunication happens in every organization, whether it's religious, social, or corporate. There's bound to be conflict and miscommunication. And this just happens to be miscommunication. I'm not sharing this because like it reflects poorly on church or the organization. It's just where it is. It's just people, unfortunately. Yeah. Metal says, "Can I have approval to dropkick them?" I actually like. I kind of like raised my voice at them. I didn't shout at them, but I got very defensive because I was just like, I told them straight up, look, from the very first few meetings, we established what was needed of me and of my committee, okay, of my group. And I have fulfilled those roles. And they were like, how did you fulfill those roles? And then I list out all the plans I have for them. And then they're like, and this is what I've done. And then they're like, oh, but you only plan. Okay, so the camp is 4 days long, right? My committee needs to handle 1 hour per day on the camp, or at least that was what I was led to believe. I was led to believe that my role in my committee group is to prepare the materials, the speakers, and the aid to help people during that 1 hour and also post camp or something. So I did that, I did that. And then they're saying like, oh, after that 1 hour, what are you gonna do? What is your committee going to do for the rest of the camp? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What is my committee going to do for the rest of the camp? There's nothing else. You never, like, the thing that makes me upset is that, like, if you had expectations, like further expectations of me, why did you not communicate that with me on what you wanted from me? Because they were accusing me of not delivering. And I'm like, you cannot tell me that I'm not delivering when you have not told me what to deliver. That's like as if someone walks into a restaurant, they order spaghetti. Let's say you're a customer at a restaurant, you order spaghetti. I serve you spaghetti. And then you complain to me that I didn't serve you dessert, and I didn't serve you your drink, and I didn't serve you other things that you haven't ordered. I'm like, hello? You ordered spaghetti. I gave you spaghetti. If you wanted more, if there was more, then you should have told me. You should have told me. Why did you not tell me? And then, so like, they came to the realization that like, oh, it's a misunderstanding. Like no one communicated clearly to Tiff what was needed, because they did ask me, did you think that your role was only limited to that 1 hour? And I'm like, yeah, duh, no one told me otherwise. And I clarified, I asked for clarification. And then like another person joined in to the meeting, and this is the person that has been assisting me. And the person assisting me was like, Tiff, if you don't know, you can just ask. Like you should just ask if you don't know. I'm like, how can I ask for something I don't know if I don't know I don't even know? How can I don't know what I don't even know? Like, you know what I mean? I was so mad. Like you're telling me that I need to ask for clarification on something that I didn't even know that I needed clarification on, when you yourselves are not even communicating to me that I have not been meeting your expectations or like carrying out whatever duties you want me to carry out. It doesn't even make sense, you know? So like the fact that like all of them were just like, are they lashing out? They must have been having a rough week. Yeah, I was pissed. I kind of talked to them like this. I was like, how can you guys expect me to ask for clarification when I was fully understanding of my roles, but apparently that is not what you guys wanted. If you knew that I was not meeting the demands, then why did you not tell me sooner? Why did you not clarify to me? Why did you not set out clear expectations of me? You know? Tiff has every right to be angry. Yeah, I started like tearing up during the talk, and it got really, like, I think they felt really bad, because like I think at one point one of them walked away, and a manager was like, I'm sorry, Tiff, if there's some, because the thing is, I was like, look, the reason why I've been waiting on Manager Kun is because Manager Kun hasn't been giving me a response. And if you want receipts that I have been hunting Manager Kun down for a response, I have the WhatsApp messages to prove. Like, you want to see the amount of times he broke his promise by getting back to me on. And you know what's the worst part, chat? I haven't even talked about the worst part yet. The thing I needed approval on they scrapped it in the end. So I put in the effort to make a booklet. Okay, I made the content. I wrote out the contents for a booklet. I needed the booklet to be approved. It wasn't approved in time. It wasn't approved in time. So they decided, you know what, this booklet is useless. It's not gonna help us achieve our goal. So we're gonna scrap the booklet. And then they had the audacity to be like, Tiff, what are your plans? What are your contributions? I'm like, that booklet was one of my contributions that you literally just trashed because you said that. So it's like I make these contributions and they say it's not enough. So it's like, if my contributions are not enough, tell me what exactly you want me to do so that I am meeting your expectations. Because it's not like I'm not suggesting solutions or making plans to meet those solutions. And in my and I wouldn't propose it if I think it doesn't work. Okay, but they believe it's not gonna work. If they think it's not gonna work, then tell me what the heck you think is going to work. Because everything I'm suggesting to you, you're just shutting it down. You know. So I got like, so yeah, that was that was the tipping point of why I got upset and why I broke down crying this morning. Because um like I already have like everything prior to, like, again, like me losing people, me being lost in my life and future, and then there's this thing. And then so yeah, manager could apologize to me. And then the hot dog son was so, like, had to like pass me something. And hot dog son was trying to make small talk with me because they could tell I was upset. They were like, oh, Tiff, so what do you do? And that hurt me too, because it's like, I'm not happy that I'm unemployed. Like, out of all the things hot dog could have asked me, that was like one of the worst things to ask me. I was even more upset. They were like, oh, what do you do? And I was just like, it felt like an arrow through my heart, you know. I was just like, oh, well, I'm unemployed. And then hot dog was like, oh, yay, free time then. And I'm like, no, it's actually not that great. I'm job hunting. And she was like, oh, okay. Oh, well, she's just trying to make small talk because, like, I could tell she felt uncomfortable, like, with upsetting me. So, like, but I just was not in the mood to talk anymore. Like, I was just not in the mood to, like, and it was like, yeah, it's not, they're not bad people, by the way, Chad. They're not bad people. It's just very bad timing because, like, I feel like if they gave me this kind of problem when I'm, like, in my usual state and I'm not, like, already upset with my life, this wouldn't even be a problem. This could be easily addressed. I wouldn't even shed a tear. I wouldn't even, like, at most I would be a bit annoyed, but I'll probably forget about it within like 10 minutes. You know, because it's like it's so easy to address. Feria says, oh, and it's pretty recent as well. Yeah, it happened this morning. Michael says people want effort from others and then complain even when they have it. Yeah, that's the thing that upset me. The fact that, like, I was putting in effort, but they were not seeing it as effort because it wasn't meeting their expectations. But I don't know. The whole thing that upsets me about this is that, like, I've never done this before. I've never ran a camp before. Okay, I've never shepherded people before. I ain't a pastor. Okay, I'm just a normal girl. I'm just a regular human being. Okay, that happens to love God. All right, like I don't have the training or the skills to do what they want me to, like, because the things they want me to do is basically to become a pastor in a way, you know, or to, like, be a proxy pastor. And it's like, that's not what I signed up to do. I when I signed up to help with the camp, it was to help with the camp. I did not sign up. I did not sign up for all of this. Like, I felt like they, like, you know, they made me sign a contract and they added new T and C's to the contract that I did not agree upon. And because I'm setting my boundaries and I'm putting my foot down on like this is not what I agreed to do, they're making it seem like, oh wow, Tiff is so like irresponsible. Tiff is not living up to what is needed, which is very, very offensive to me. Uh, I wish I could have given you a hug. It's okay, Skylar. It's okay. I don't think I really wanted to interact with people this morning, anyways. Like, cause after everything was done, like after the meeting, I just wanted to go home. I wanted to go home so bad. Oh, thank you, Architect. Thank you, Architect, for the follow. Welcome to the fam. Questioning my faith in humanity. No, there's goods and bad, you know, like pros and cons. Hello, Architect. Hello. Michael says that's why I kind of have less social tendency to not be social. The thing is, it's like, yeah, there's. I feel like there's pros and cons to people. Whoa, why am I getting more? Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's nice to see on my screen. Um, I feel like there's always pros and cons when it comes to interacting with people. There's like obviously like pros is like I get to meet very warm and loving people. Cons is things like this, but I feel like the pros outweigh the cons by a lot. It's just that the timing of the cons is not ideal because I am in the state I am in, and I don't blame them because it's not like they're aware. It's not like they know that I'm going through very difficult stuff because I don't share it with them. And it's not that I don't share with them because I don't want to share with them. It's just like, why would I want to share it with people who don't care enough to even ask about how I'm doing in life, you know? Thank you for the hydrate, Architect. And I never want to become someone that uses my circumstances to excuse my behavior with work. So it's like, even if I'm going through very difficult stuff, like I will still deliver the work that I need to deliver, you know. And if I don't, then that's on me. But I've been doing my best too. Bob says, okay, I'm convinced again. There are good humans like Tifa, Hear Me, and Stars. Oh, thanks, Miko. Yeah, you're very principled. Yeah. On another bright side, I've been just trying to talk about the bright side. Hello, Thank you for the follow, Ferio. Oh my god, there's so many emotes. Thank you for the follow, Tifa fam. Another bright side is another small thing that has been like really making me like very sick and emotional is because like this is a physical part. I haven't, and I don't know if this is TMI, but I talk about my period openly anyways, like not in detail, but like I finally started my period again, which is good because it's been delayed for almost a month. So, and like whenever like my period is delayed, it makes me physically very sick, or like I'm more prone to falling sick. So my period finally coming is very good because it regulates my hormones, and it just helps me to physically function properly, I guess. So I'm really grateful for that. Michael says, I lost 2 friends already. I'm scared to make new ones and they left for the weirdest reasons. I don't know if this helps, Michael, but when it comes to losing friends, something that helps is to recall all the good things that you got to experience because of those friendships. Because I think losing people is something, it's not easy for sure. It's very not easy, but losing people is such a part of life that if we don't learn how to cope with it, or not cope with, if we don't know how to process it properly, it's very difficult. Oh, not like they are alive. Oh, okay. I don't know how to help you with grief. I'm sorry. I'm grieving myself, so like, I mean, I'm not grieving myself, but it's like I don't really know how to process grief because I never experienced this super personally myself. But if you're talking about like people who just leave your life because like they don't want to be friends with you anymore or you lost contact with them, I think that's very normal and that's something that we need to be able to process. Hi Naru! Hello! Welcome to the stream. I know how it feels. Yeah. My sisters are having problem with the period too, so I'm getting worried. I feel like I had my period delay because of stress. Because apparently, like when you're very very stressed, you can. But here's the thing, I don't process stress as stress. Like I have a very high stress. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's very weird. Like let's say when I'm in a situation that's very stressful, I think my mind is very good at blocking it out, or like So even though my body may be physically going through stress, like going through a lot immense stress, and it's visible in ailments like my period being delayed and stuff, I mentally and emotionally don't really process it as stress. So it's like I would say like my my mental threshold is kind of high. I think that, or my brain is just wonky. I'm not sure what it is. Ferio says, I don't give a crap if friends suddenly befriend me because of opinion. If anything, it's more of a dodge bullet. Oh, you mean unfriend you, Ferio? You mean unfriend you? Sorry, Tifa, I can't type what I want to say. It's always in my head, but not in mouth and sentences. It's okay, Mako. It's okay. It takes time to develop the skill to communicate your thoughts and emotions in a coherent way for other people to understand. And it's a skill that a lot of people undermine. But just because you don't have that ability yet, that doesn't mean you can't train yourself or develop the ability to do so. I was not always the best communicator with my feelings. It took a lot of practice and training and um a lot of just interacting with people and breaking and changing our mindsets that allow me to have the mental fortitude I have now. And honestly, even now, I don't think I have the strongest mental fortitude. I feel like yes, I can see the bright side of most things better than some people around me, but I wouldn't say I'm like the strongest person mentally. Vario says, I'm a person who respects opinions as long as their opinion isn't something like 1 plus 1 equals 5. Michael says, I have a lot of skills. I mean, a lot, but social skills is what I severely lack in. System 32 file. It's okay. Here's a oxymoron in social skills, and I don't know if it's accurate to call it oxymoron, but in order to build social skills, you need to socialize. But you cannot socialize if you lack in social skills. So that's what I mean by it's a funny oxymoron, because it's like you need to have one to do the other. And honestly, my safest yeah, action is the antidote, really. You just gotta do it. You just gotta fake it till you make it, in a way. Like when it comes to socializing, no amount of reading and watching videos that can help theoretically, but your best teacher will be experience. You really got to yes, exactly what Skylar said. Exactly. Skylar said you just gotta try and embrace the pain of being socially awkward. Exactly. You need like the thing that makes a lot of people socially awkward and stay in that socially awkward bubble is because it's very painful to be socially awkward. However, it's like we all have to start from that place. And the more times you adjust to the pain and discomfort of being socially awkward, the better you get at socializing. It's like breaking into a pair of new shoes. If you've ever got new shoes, it's always uncomfortable and kind of painful in the first few wears, but after a while it grows on you. I see social skills as the same thing. You just gotta keep doing it, but you can't just do it and think that like you have to do it with an open mind. You have to do it with the intention to learn and get better. Because I have met people who are socially awkward and they socialize and they do it in the worst ways possible because they're very rude and they don't pick up on social cues. And so that is a danger if you're not being open-minded in like and not like being aware of your surroundings and how the way you're communicating is affecting people around you. That's where I feel like the theory will come in, and that's where like okay, maybe you should do some video, like watch some videos, learn a bit on like how to read the room, how to build charisma, and all that stuff. Because if you're just socializing with that closed-minded attitude that like people should talk to me because I'm putting in effort to socialize, I think that's the wrong way to go about it. But I'm pretty sure majority of the people here aren't like that. It's more of just getting over the awkward pain of being socially awkward. Remind me of Colette. Vario says, I just feel like they're a part of family. Reason why it's easy for me to talk to random car guys. Oh, what do you mean by random car guys, Vario? Bob says Tiff is right. Read books too. Meko says, I want to be a streamer, content creator, just do what I love and show how I do it and upgrade my voice communication. Yeah, you do it. Just do it, Meko. You got this. And I write books too, starting. Bob says volunteering is a good idea too. Yeah. Ollie says Tiff. Yes, what's up, Ollie? What's up? Fave fruit, random question. I like blueberries, I think. Blueberries is a pretty safe answer. Because they're like, even if they're bad, they cannot be so bad that it's bad. You know what I mean? Barry says, like, I'm not a fan of socializing to anyone aside from car enthusiasts. To each their own. Michael says, I like to do it. I like to do it. Hopefully, I won't get copyrighted by that. Yeah, I'm sure you'll work your way around it. And even if you do fail, it's a learning curve too. Like every time you fail, at least you know, okay, this doesn't work. I should try a different approach. But at least you tried. And when you try, you gain that experience of like knowing how to get back up. Or knowing how to start again. That song y'all don't know? I like to move it. Oh, that song! Barry says, I always feel like I'm annoying if I randomly talk to someone. I guess it depends, Vario. There are some people who are more. It depends on what the hell. Did someone donate? How did I reach my donation goal? Wait, what? Wait, what? What, bro? Who did it? Who did it? Which one of y'all? Which one of y'all? Bruh. Who is? What? Wait, what? Is my stream elements glitch or is this for real? Like, what? Huh? Am I glitched out? It's I didn't get any notification for it though. Like someone said they donated 150. Bob, was it you? Who? What? Bob wasn't Bob. Bob, please tell me it wasn't you. Please. Like, I'm not. No. What the hell? No way. Okay, I'm not gonna assume who is, but whoever the anonymous is, Shaman says karaoke. Not trolling. Maybe a random person did and left. Karaoke time. I just don't know why I didn't get no notification for it. Like why didn't I get? I just don't understand why I didn't get a notification for it. Wait, I need to check. I think something's wrong with my. Is something wrong with my overlays or like something wrong with my stream? I didn't get a thing for it. I'm just I don't know how to process it. I'm like, what the heck, chat? No, chat, no, guys, no. I don't know who it is, but like whoever, I have a hunch who it is, but like if it is, like I don't know if the person who donated is still in the chat. Like just know, like thank you very much. Like I like thank you so much. But please, it's like don't. It's not. It's okay. Like no, it's like 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 save your money, keep your money. Oh my god. Streamers do be the only ones crying when people give him money. Look, I feel bad because it's like this is not even a good stream. Like I've just been all I've been doing on the stream is crying. Like I don't. Shaman, for some context, someone anonymously donated 150 USD. I have no idea who it is, and I'm just like, what? What's going on? I'm in pain. Oh, like it's. I wish I could come to a point where, and not wish. I do aspire, and I hope to come to a point where I can be grateful, but not hurt. Like, do you guys get this? Okay, I want to see how many people in chat relate to me. Sometimes when people are very kind to me, I feel like I don't deserve that kind of kindness. And when receiving donations, although I'm so freaking grateful for it, and I'm unbelievably, incredibly, I don't think I could ever express how grateful I am for it. I feel like it hurts me because I feel like I don't deserve it. And I do want, and it sucks. It sucks because it's like if this was anyone else, I would be like, if this 150 was donated to anyone else, like let's say it was donated to my friend, I would be so happy for my friend, you know. But for some reason, it's hard for me to accept good things for myself. It's like I feel like there's a threshold of good things that I'm able to accept without feeling guilty. And and for me it's like I want to increase my threshold. Like I want to increase my ability to not feel guilty towards the goodwill of people. Because when people do things like this, thank you for the hydration, thank you. When people do these things for me, I know they do it really out of the goodwill of their hearts. And if anything, it shows me more of their character than mine. And I'm just so like grateful and blessed with such kind and yeah, maybe you're right, Cryptic. Maybe I put others before myself too much. But yeah, I just want to come to a point where it's like I can be grateful, incredibly grateful, and not feel bad. You know. I'm still working on it. I'm definitely still working on it. Those tears need to be filled up. Aww, Shaman. If it's you, Tifa, I'm sure you're someone who can aim high. I hope so, Bob. But yeah, I get that. Sometimes Cryptic says. Shaman says, shut your ass. You deserve every single penny of it. Oh, they must be laughing their ass off seeing your break. Dude, I'm like shocked. I literally just set the dono goal like last night. I can't believe it's already fulfilled. I'm like, just like, what the heck? What the heck just happened? You know, like, what the heck? Skylar says, by the way, but Tiff, you gotta know that you really deserve it. That's why we give you what we give you. What Skychan said. Bob says, oh Tifa, what? I want to stream when my PC is dead. I'm streaming on a laptop, Meko. So honestly, when there's a will, there's a way. You don't need a PC to stream. That's coming from a laptop streamer. I don't even have a mic. That's why my audio quality is so bad. I literally don't even have a mic. And I'm trying to start a podcast, which is funny because it's like, why am I starting a podcast when I don't even have a microphone? But we're working on that, chat. We're working on that. Bob says just mentioning it when last time it wasn't me. Okay, Bob, I will take your word for it. But if it is you, thank you so much. If it's not you, whoever it is, thank you so much. Like just thank you so much for the support. I just can't. Bob said okay, thank you for trust. I don't want to insist that it's you. If you are adamantly saying that it's not you, but if it is you, please like just take my thank you. You don't need to be anonymous. I'm very grateful. But if it's not you, then whoever it is that did it, like just thank you so much. Like I'm grateful and thankful regardless who it is. Shaman says, I swear it wasn't me, I just got here. Michael says, Tifa, my laptop was released on 2011. You can try doing like you don't need a very high graphics to shoot, or if you want to make content, it might be easier. Because I know YouTubers who manage to make content using Windows Movie Editor. So it's like there's really nothing. When there's a will for real, there's a will. Shaman says the donator is simping. Bro, there's not. What is there to simp for? There's not. I've literally all I've been doing is crying on the stream. Like what is there to simp for? Minecraft. I want to make content on Minecraft. Yeah, Mecca. Look, it's good that you have some direction in your life on what you want to do. Ferio says, well, it's your money now. It's well deserved, really. You seem like a genuinely nice person. Oh, thank you, Ferio. I try. All the. By the way, it's not me. I'm not gonna try to figure out who it is because they say anonymous for a reason. But whoever it is, like, just thank you so much. And like, I just cannot express how grateful I am. Cryptic, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Oh, now my audio decides to work. Why did my sounds not go off for the donation? Is it because it's anonymous? Like, I don't understand how it works. I'm so confused by that. No, I can't sing. My voice is so bad because my nose is congested. My nose is so clogged because I just crying so much. It's bad. But yeah, all the profits is gonna go into like getting my mic set up and like getting my rigging done. Yeah, I really need to get rigged. I've been trying to find a rigger that I like, but it's kind of hard because like I have a set budget for the amount that I'm willing to spend for rigging. What games do you run in your lappy? I stream Genshin. I play Portal. I don't stream Portal anymore though. I also play Gary's mod. I play Among Us. I'm playing Among Us tomorrow. It's funny because an hour ago I was just thinking about Tifa's model. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to like, or do you guys want it to be a complete surprise? Because like I have my art done and I redid some parts of my art, but it's like I'm very excited to show you guys the model art. It's very pretty. There are parts of it that I don't really like and I want to change, but it's very hard for me to get in contact with the artist because she's so busy. So it's like I don't want to trouble her further. I'd rather just try to edit it myself. Thank you for the posture check. Thank you. What model? My Live 2D model. Because 3D model rigging needs at least 16 to 32 gigs. I can't. I don't rig myself because I don't have the skills to rig, unfortunately. Oh, thank you for the random Tifa fact as well. But you have to keep surprise. You're right. I should keep surprise. I might set a new goal for maybe like debut assets or whatnot. Random Tifa fact. I've never shared my lore with anyone yet, but I shared it with one person. And one spoiler I can give is that my Tifa lore is very is very simple. The lore I have is so damn simple. It's like it's not in a fantasy world per se or anything like that. It's 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 simple. Let's just put it that way. That's one tip of fact. I hope that's an okay random tip of fact. Okay, next donation go to $1,000. Ferio says I love simplicity, right? Should make a lore competition amongst chat. Honestly, that would be so cool, Bob. I didn't even think of that. That's such a good idea. Ferio says, heck, I give my OC simple lore. Shama says, if you donate 150, Tiff will tell you lore. Oh my gosh, Shama, no, don't make me leak like this. Should we do that? Should we have like a lore, like okay, you know what? Let's have a contest. The person who's closest to my original lore, I will give like a free art. I'll give like a free doodle or like a free chibi model or like something. I'll give a prize. Okay. Should we do that? Should we have a contest? We can do like a lore contest, and I'm curious to see what your lore ideas would be. We get art from Tiff. Oh my gosh! Like we predict your lore. Yeah, for real. Yeah. So you guys can guess, predict my lore. Maybe I'll give out a consolation prize for the most interesting lore. You know, I can give out a prize for I'll give out two prizes. One for like the closest to the original lore, and the second one being like the most entertaining or interesting one. You know. Shava says, bitch, I write full war tactics for SN answer in the history test. No word limit. No word limit. You just go. You just do it. Shava says, I don't even know if I even passed. I'm sure you did, Shava. I'm sure you did. Consolation prize to sign me up where? Okay, if you guys are serious about this, I'll write up the rules and a tweet for it, and then I'll send it on Discord. I'll send the stuff on Discord. We'll make the lore info, like maybe we'll have the contest be like maybe up until January, because I'm very busy in December, so I don't know if I'll have time to like draw in December. I'm already doing your character heroes, so I'm gonna be focusing on that. But ideally, well, I'll close the contents maybe in January, and I'll do the prize art in January. Might become the shortest lore competition. How long is the competition anyways? Like, should I make it a couple months? Ferio says this is gonna be some film theory type of crap. Looking at every detail and stuff. For real. Shaman says, ooh, tip for the podcast, you can invite people out chat. Months? You what? Meko says, I can join in on the podcast? Bob says, oh no, I meant people might make one sentence lore. Ah, one sentence. I'm okay with that. I mean, like, they're more than able to have one sentence lores, but I feel like the more detailed the lore, the more higher the chances of you winning. Because I'm a sucker for detail, even though my lore doesn't have that much detail myself. Your lore is suddenly a haiku. Yeah, easier to participate. Skyler says, I feel like I write 2 lines and not think of anything else. Shaman says you could only hyper focus one day and then just forget about it. Bob says, but yeah, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, guys! Let's go, lore! Oh my gosh! This is so exciting. This is so okay. I need to type this down as something that I will do. Okay. I'm gonna put this under suggestions so I make sure I do it. Tifa lore competition. And I will do it later tonight or tomorrow. What could Tifa lore be? Shabba says, random Tifa fact, give more fact. Do you want a fact about me RL or do you want a fact about my character?
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna give any more hints. I'll just give you guys a fact RL. Fact RL. I was always told by Dre that my audio quality of my streams is horrible. Okay, it's very bad. Cause like you guys can hear me type. Like, look, I could just be like, and you guys can hear it, right? So I was aware of how bad the quality was, but I was not fully like I don't know how to explain it. Like I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad it was until yesterday. I did a test recording of the podcast, and so the person that I'm podcasting with had to record my audio. And the person recording it not only recorded my audio, but they put filters on it to improve the audio quality. So they were telling me like, Tiff, oh my gosh, I managed to improve the quality by 60%. It sounds so much better now. And I was like, okay, let me hear you. Let me start here. Let me hear it. They play back the audio. It's so bad, Jack. It's so freaking bad. It sounds atrocious. And I was just like shocked. I was just like, I was like, that's 60% better. That's how I sound. Like that's my audio quality at 60% noise reduction and filtered and equalized. Like it's so bad. My audio quality, it's so bad. And the person was trying to be nice to me. They were like, yeah, I think that's why Dre is always telling you to get a mic. That's why your chat has always been telling you to get a mic. And I was like, I thought she was just saying that. I didn't know it was that bad. Like it's so bad. And I told my friend, I'm sorry, I can't do the podcast until I get a mic because like I cannot live with this kind of quality. Like this is, and I was just like, I was literally the dread emote. Okay, let me show you guys the dread emote. I was this emote because I was just like, I've been streaming with this kind of horrible audio quality this whole time. Why the hell are people watching my streams? It's so bad. Like like I feel so bad for my chat now, you know? It's just like my poor chat has been enduring this horrible sound quality this whole time. Cryptogas, wait, Tiff, do you wear earphones, headpiece when you stream? Yes, I don't wear a headset, but I wear like earphones, like you know, like the earphones that you plug into your phone. I use that, so it never really sounds that bad to me. Even when earphones headpiece. Yeah, I use that. At the moment, I'm using my microphone. I mean, I'm not using my headphone mic. I'm using my laptop mic. So the reason why you guys can hear everything is because my mic is picking up like my laptop is just picking up the sound of everything and everywhere. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, I'm hoping to sort out the audio stuff soon. Shaman says you have a good mood and vibe and great personality. Thank you. Fish says you are a prisoner, not the other way around. Am I the prisoner? Or are you guys the prisoner? Like, I don't know. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I feel like you guys are stuck with me and my horrible sound quality until further notice. I think one of the things that hold me back from buying a mic is the fact that I don't know how to set it up. And it's like, it's not that I can't learn how to set it up. It's more like, I've had so many bad experiences with tech that it kind of makes me very reluctant to do it because of my bad experiences with it. Like, every time I try to do something tech related ish, it usually ends up going bad. Like I end up making it worse somehow. and I don't even know that it was possible to make it worse, but apparently it is. Yeah, I'm bad with tech. I don't know why. I don't want to be though. I don't want to be bad with tech. I want to be good with tech. Bob says adds to lore. Everyone just fiercely taking notes, fiercely typing. We come here willingly and we endure this willingly. Ouch. Shaman says ask chat in Discord. We are mechanic. Skylar says, oh no, I finally get what you're saying. What? Oh, Bob says, Skylar, something about a kitchen, God's cat asking customers what their favorite food was. Oh! Quickly, her weakness is technology. It really do be though. It sucks. Yeah. I need to change the Donogo now to maybe rigging funds or like something, because if I'm really gonna invest in a mic, I'm gonna need to I need to properly budget stuff and whatnot. Shaman says and friendly gifts and money. What? Aww. Yeah, but I feel so much better now. Like I think the icing on the cake of what happened this morning is that when I was like crying and I was telling my mom and my sister, like I was telling them like I feel like such a failure of a daughter because I'm in my 20s and I don't have a stable career. I haven't given my parents money. I haven't been paying the bills like with my own salary. Like I was just I was just opening up and I was just telling them like you must be so disappointed in me in a way, or like I'm disappointed in myself that I cannot be what I want to be for my family. And my mom teared up and my mom like she became like choked up and she hugged me and she was like why, and she kind of scolded me but in a loving way. She was like, Tiff, why are you putting that pressure on me? Have I ever asked you to pay the bills? Have I ever asked you to find a stable career? Have I ever put this kind of pressure on you? Like you're the only one that's putting that kind of pressure on yourself. Like you, we're not even like you have nothing, you have no financial burdens on your back, Tiff. So why? So she was like, why are you beating yourself up? She said that like she said that me and dad, like both like my mom and my dad and my family, they were saying like, Tiff, right now the economy is so bad. Like we don't blame you for not being able to find a job. We don't blame you at all, and we don't expect anything from you, like right now or anything. So she was just like kind of getting mad at me because she was like, why are you so hard on yourself? You're not raising this family, to. It's not your job to raise this family financially. And I told her, but I want to. Like I want to be able to provide. I want to be able to give my parents money. I want to be able to pay the bills. Like I want to be like a functioning adult. And she was like, I know, Tiff, I know you want that. And she was like, just take your time. And she was telling me like, Tiff, I understand you very well. The reason why you're so depressed is because you're the kind of person that needs to achieve stuff in their life. And if you don't achieve stuff, you feel very stuck and discouraged. So all you need to do now, you just need to find a goal and work towards it. And when you achieve your goal, you will feel a sense of purpose, and you won't be so upset anymore. Because and she was just like, she was kind of like being the therapist to me, because like this was what I needed to hear. I really needed to hear this. She was just telling me like like you are putting so much burden and pressure on yourself to achieve something that cannot be achieved in a short amount of time or in the time that you are trying. And I see that you're struggling. She was like, you're struggling, and the reason why you're hurting so much is because like you want to achieve it, and so you're beating yourself up for not achieving it. And she was like, but I hope you understand that no one here is going to look down on you because you haven't achieved it. All you need to do is just keep learning, keep striving, keep trying, and eventually, like, as long as you don't give up, you'll get there, or something like that. Like, she doesn't know my stream, by the way, but she was basically talking about in the sense of like me trying to find a job, or like me trying to like learn stuff. She really wants me to learn trading, so like for her sake, I've been doing my best to learn trading, even though I really don't like numbers. I don't like analytics. It's not my strong suit. It's not something I'm good at. But my mom is like really, like, she really wants me to do it. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it for your sake, that kind of thing. But it was just very comforting and heartwarming to hear my mom tell me that like she doesn't see me as a disappointment, because at the age I'm at, I know a lot of people will say like, if you're only in your 20s, you're still young, but there's so many people around me who are getting married, getting promotions, they're going somewhere in their career, in their life. I feel so left behind because like I guess I feel the pressures of society to be in a place in my life that I'm not at, and it's very hard for me because it's like, you know, I've attended 3 weddings this year, and I have another wedding I'm attending on Tuesday. I have a engagement party that I'm attending next, like 2 weeks from now or next week, and my best friend Makome, she got engaged too. And so like all of these things, like, and this is the romance side of things, right? Like, it's like I feel like everyone is getting married and just finding their partners and all that, and I literally just freaking broke up. Like, I just broke up. It sucks having to attend weddings as a single person. I mean, I like being single too, though. There are a lot of perks in being single. I feel like I want to be single at the moment, but obviously, like, I feel pressured by society to be like, you know, to raise a family and blah blah. And these are things that I want for myself too. It's not like I don't want it. Bob says life is not a. Oh, sorry. Esther says life is not a race. If everyone's moving at their own pace. Skylar says you have to follow your own pace. Bob says like a life's worth of effort all gone. Yeah, kinda. I'm glad I didn't stay with Normie-kun, because Normie-kun is not someone I would want to build a life with. And so I'm grateful for the breakup. I would rather be single than to be with someone that would essentially ruin my life in a way. Not to say ruin my life, but it's not compatible with me for life. Shaman says we are our own family. I have the Tifa fam. I have you guys, so that's heartwarming. But yeah, I do feel pressure to perform because so many people around my age are performing that way. You know, not just in like getting married or whatever, but Bob says I wish Ollie X Tim more than Normie. For real. But also for career, like I feel like everyone has like such a strong resume or such a strong skill set backing, and I'm just like meh. You know what I mean? I've just been a freelancer majority of my life, so yeah, I need to up my resume game. Bob says unless Ollie X Crone is gonna be something, then you're going with Skylar. I ship myself with D-Look. Because apparently we are compatible. Apparently. Sky says I'll be here, yes. Yes, sir. Sheesh. So yeah, that's all the good news. Like, yeah, there's a lot of sadness, but there's a lot of good. There's so much good. Trust me. Shannon says y'all don't deserve tip. No man, it's the other way around. Come on. Bob says even though I don't have my license. I didn't. Ollie says I got you, fam. Shannon says our online family for real. D-Look or I'll hide them. I don't know. Honestly, it's hard for me to like. I like the Genshin characters, but I feel like we're not 100% compatible. It's always like compatibility at like 70 to 80%. Like I don't really like D-Look's personality that much. I like that he's like earnest and convicted, and he's like pretty low key and stuff. But I don't know. I like as much as I enjoy the security that D-Look could probably provide for me. I do like someone who's willing to like, cause I have a lot of adventures and like things I want to do, and so ideally I want a companion or friend or like a partner that's willing to go on these adventures and trips. Like I need someone who's willing to do stuff. Bob says, but in general, I think you're best suited with someone reliable and good at planning. True. True. Shaman says, y'all still writing for the lore? Could be. Oh yeah, I should get my BRB sticker. There we go. Oh, Shaman, thank you for the hydrate again and for the posture check. Y'all really taking care of your streamer. Chat really do be taking care of chat. Oh, of the streamer. SS says, let's just go on a hike too. I would love to go on a hike, but my stamina is pretty bad. I need to work on my physical health, honestly, chat. Like I feel like because I'm very petite, RL. Like I'm very petite in the sense where like my bones are very small. I'm not as petite as Cheryl in my opinion, but I'm pretty petite. But because I'm petite, I think I usually like neglect my health because it's like, oh, I'm not fat, so it's like I don't need to exercise per se. But that's not the right way to go about it. That's not the right mindset I should have about my health and about my body. It's not very good. So like I need to like start getting into the mindset where I start taking care of my physical health. Because my stamina is horrible, okay? Bob says, I hope you find someone who will take good care of you and go on adventures with you lots. Me too, Bob. I hope so too. Shaman says that's what family is for, right? Zero says, I got super worried for when you started to break down. Aww. Hi, Zero. Yeah. Bob says, yeah, I think you have to be deliberate. Yep. I need to be more deliberate. Zero says, is everything okay, honey? I think things will get better over time. Things may not be circumstantially better, right? Like okay now, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, I'm in a much better place than I was earlier today and yesterday. So for that, yes, I'm doing everything is okay because I'm doing much better. I feel a lot like I feel like minimum 70% better, maximum like 80-90% better. I feel like very better. I just need to start taking steps to work towards my overall happiness, I guess. Funny enough. Bob says about taking care of yourself because it's not natural for creative and imaginative intuitive. Yeah, it's hard. Shaman says we're having a therapy session. For real, for real, for real. Zero says, I see, I'm glad you're at least seeing better right now. Thank you, Zero. Thank you. Jessica says, hope we're not making you feel worse instead. No, there has never been a instance so far where chat has made me feel worse. If anything, it is so therapeutical for me to have chat, like just so many people just listening to me and like being there for me as I cry. Even though I know you guys like can't give me a hug IRL or anything, the fact that you guys were like sending me virtual hugs and like just like giving me so many like kind words of encouragement, and also like, you know, the donation and everything, it's just being able to receive that support means so much. New lore chapter. Bob says, well, that's my dream. What's your dream? Wait, did I say something? Am I misunderstanding something? Bob says, I'm learning lots from your chat. Oh, what have you got? You know what's funny? I had a couple people tell me this week, well, I'm learning a lot from you, Tiff. I'm like, what the heck are you? Like, I have not been teaching. I have not taught in over like 1 to 2 months. What have you been learning? What do you mean? What do you mean you've been learning from me? I hope it's good things, okay? I think that like it kind of reestablishes my belief that more than what you say and teach and lesson, how you live and how you interact with people teaches the people around you far more than any textbook lesson. Like I feel like we learn so much more through conversations with people than lectures, and these things are like intuitive, and it's kind of scary to me because it's like I don't know what exactly I'm imparting that you guys are getting, but I do hope that whatever I'm imparting is good things, because I would feel absolutely horrible if I have all this platform and power and influence and it's for the worst, you know, like that would be the last thing I would want. We are teaching from each other. True, very real. Bob says to offer therapy on stream and get a counseling lessons. But yeah, no, for real. Like this like me stream, like today's stream has been incredibly therapeutical for me, and I'll probably upload it on YouTube to save as a private VOD, because I will like this is going in as a core memory, okay? Because it's very heartwarming to have so many people like stand by me and support me during such a difficult season. You know what's funny? When I was going through all these negative emotions these past 2 weeks, I felt very alone because I was losing people, right? I was losing people, and like I felt like I was being left behind. I felt like I was being abandoned by my family. But even though I felt very alone, I feel like now, okay, so like this morning when I was driving back home, I was praying, and I was telling God like, God, if you love me, where is it? I don't see it. You know, I was like, you tell me that you love me, but then why do I feel so alone? Why do I feel like I'm being abandoned? Why do I feel like I'm losing so many dear people? Like where is this love that you say you have for me? And I didn't say it in a way to be like, you know, like God, you just like you have to love, you know. It's not that. It's more like I was just like, where is it? Like I can't see it. Like please help me to see it. So I told God like, okay, please help me to see it. And then after I prayed this, I had like my mom show me so much love, my family showed me so much love, my sister showed me so much love. After I woke up from my nap, I had a friend from church text me, and she was checking up on me, and she was like, Tiff, how are you? Like I didn't get to talk to you, and she showed me so much love. And now I have chat. I have chat. Like, I have you guys showing me so much love. So, I know y'all aren't religious, but for me, you guys are my answered prayers. You know? You guys may not see yourselves as that, but you guys are truly like, like part of like answered prayers. You know, like I feel so much love now. Like I feel like I haven't been able to see it because I've been so focused on the pain. But I feel like my perspective finally shifted off the pain to the people who want to encourage me, who want to support me, and who want to show me love. You know? Core memory, like Inside Out. Yes, exactly, Shannon. Yes. Yes, yes. Let me rechat. We are one big one study group. Bob says Caesariata? Caesariata? Shaman says life experience is the best experience. Skylar says it's okay. It's good life tips. Esther says those people are right. I learned a lot from Tiff. I hope it's good things, really. Bob says, and yes, in case we don't see each other again in 10 years, I hope you find better friends too. I hope that too. For everyone in my chat. I hope that no matter what part of life you're in, or what walk in life you're in, whether or not I'm still a part of it, or not, I still wish the best for everyone in my chat. And I hope and I pray that your lives will be filled with like love and joy. Shaman says, well, look, it's us. Look at chat where we are. Less surface level, more deep constants. Especially RL, you need that. True. Shaman says, wait, what? You are Christian as well? Epic. Howdy, sister. Hey, Shaman! Yeah, I'm Christian. I'm a first generation Christian, so no one in my family except my sisters and I, and recently my mom, are converts. But other than that, majority people in my family are free thinkers or Buddhists. So, I grew up with both backgrounds. So, and I live in an Islamic country, so I'm very religiously tolerant of different different backgrounds. I come from the mindset of like agree to disagree, because one of my best friends used to be Muslim, so and he was a very staunch Muslim, and despite us having different beliefs, we're still very good friends, and I feel that way towards majority of my friends who are non-Christian as well. My uni friends consist of an ex-Catholic, like a more like relaxed Muslim but still practicing Muslim, a staunch Muslim, a staunch Buddhist, and like free thinking Buddhist. So I'm the only Christian friend in my uni friend group. Bob asked Chinese descent. Possibly, could be. The probabilities are very, very high. Malaysia is mostly Muslim, right? Yep. Malaysia is majority Muslim because the majority race is Malay, and Malays are obligated to be Muslim. They don't really have a choice in that. Shaman says, I have like 0 Christian friends, but now I got you. Yo, Shaman! For real! You got me! You got me! Yeah. So, I'm very open with my beliefs, but I don't shove it down people's throats, or at least I don't want to. And I don't want to come to a point where me sharing about what I believe comes off as intrusive or aggressive. But I would never deny that part of me or be ashamed to talk about it, because it's not something that I find shameful. If anything, I just don't talk about it a lot because I want to be respectful of the people in my chat. So I think as long as like my chat is understanding, that like me talking about religion doesn't equate me trying to convert people. I think we're in a good place. I think most of my friends don't even know that I'm Christian. Oof, I see. I see. It's okay, Shaman. You know what? Just take your time. I think as you journey with the Lord, um, that part of you will become more prevalent as time goes by. But yeah, like a huge reason why I am very firm in my beliefs is because there's a lot of things that happen in my life that make it really logically difficult to deny the existence of God. Because although I could chalk it up as coincidence, there's too many coincidences for me to continue with the belief that God doesn't exist. Right? So that's why I'm very, very firm on that. And then, like, so I think from that point, me believing that God exists and then me coming to the belief that Jesus is God was also a journey because I still went to temple even though I went to church, but I stuck with the thing that really changed my life. Like when I was a Christian by name, or like a free thinker by name, I didn't really see any fruit in my life, and I think I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I probably wouldn't be alive today if I didn't believe in God or I didn't have Christ. Because you guys would not like me if you met me before I accepted Christ. I was not a good person. I was very mean, and I was very broken. I was a very broken person before Christ. And I think that like knowing where I came from and knowing the person I am today, I know for sure that I could not have done it by myself. Like I could not have become the person I am today by myself because I've tried to be a good person and I've tried to be a happy person without God, and I couldn't do it. And I lived that way for many years. But it was only after I started surrendering. When I say surrendering, I just mean like, I basically became very honest with God, and I was like, look, Jesus, if you're real, and you and people like all these Christians tell me that you love me and that you can help me fix my life. Like if this is true, then do it. Like I want to believe. Like I want to experience that because I'm tired of trying to do it by myself. I'm tired of trying to fix myself by myself. So when I started doing that, I started to see real change in my life, which is weird because it's not like I changed my lifestyle. It's not like the only thing that changed was that I started going to church and I started taking what I heard more seriously. I started really believing, I would say, and I started to see so much transformation. I started to see so much transformation that within like 1 or 2 years, I became someone that I couldn't recognize anymore. I really couldn't recognize the person I became because I changed so much. And I owe it all to God. I owe it all to Christ. And I know for sure. It's weird. It's like that weird, unexplainable, deep down knowing that it's because of Him. It's like that. It's like that. You like example, like like when you know your gender in a way, like it's deep down with it. Like you know what you know, and you know what you know what you know, and you know that to be truth. So that's how I felt about Christianity. That's how I felt about Christ. I know deep down, I know what I know. I know that I am where I am because of Christ. And so, because of that, for me to not profess would be for me to withhold something good. And so, when I share about Christ, it's never because I want to convert, but it's always because it's the best thing that I have ever done with my life. It is the best thing I have ever done for myself. And if I know it's so good, I cannot not share a good thing. You know, it's like that analogy where it's like if you have $100 that you can give away freely to anyone who wants to receive it, why wouldn't you? Like if I have something very good that I believe is very good, and I do genuinely from deep down within my heart, I believe that this is such a good thing, I share with those who want to receive it. But like those who don't want to receive it, I completely respect that too, because it's like it's not something that even like I was thinking about it pre-Christ me. Even if I met future self and I were to hear the words of future self, I would find it so hard to believe. Like if I were to go back in time and tell like maybe like 14-year-old Tiff like, hey Tiff, you're gonna become a Christian and your life is going to change. Dude, 14-year-old Tiff would probably spit at me because I was a horrible person, okay? I would probably spit and I would probably laugh at my face. And I would probably make fun of me. I would probably be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna, I was saying like, hallelujah. Like, I was just so mean back then because I was so hurt by like stuff that happened in my life. I was very, very broken. And I think like as a defense mechanism, I was just, yeah, I think I would have been, I would just been like an absolute shit. So the fact that like when I do tell non-believers about my faith and they don't shit on me for it, that to me is already such a big kindness. Like the fact that you guys are still here and listening to me ramble on about my story and my life, that's already so respectful and that is so kind, because like you guys are just listening and respecting my experiences, you know, without criticizing or without judging or without mocking, which is far better than what I could say for past me. Okay, I'm gonna read chat now. Shaman says same, but still that small voice always in your head just thinking how me live, how you do this, why this so normal. Oh, I would probably be I will also be a I would probably be be a goner without my parents and being Christian. Yeah, like opening yourself to him. Bob says I almost got into church just for singing lessons. Honestly, there are a lot of people who just go to church for the program, and that was me. When I was younger, I was only exposed to church because it was a daycare facility. So my like literally the only reason why I was exposed to church was because my parents couldn't afford to send me to daycare, so they chucked me to church because church is free daycare. So that's why I got exposed to church from a young age. Shaman says like today as well in church, a random woman saw me with my dad and she just went to see me. She just went to me and said she is so proud of me, and she said that God was so proud of me, and just randomly she went to me. I was fighting them tears. You just want them to know the same experience you have. Exactly, Shannon, exactly. Bob says, oh, the feeling you're describing is supposedly like receiving a genosis. Yeah, exactly. Shaman says, bish brat, pretending to be tough so people won't try to do anything. Yep, exactly. Bob says, I respect that. My mother was Christian too. Yeah, I wanted to be a busker before, so I was planning to volunteer at church. Honestly, I have no judgment towards people who go to church for other reasons. My dad, he's non-Christian. He goes to church solely to make connections. I'm sure there are people in church that I know that go to church to find a spouse, okay? I know. You know when you hear for church, for God, and you know when you hear for other reasons, okay? You just know. So I know, I do know people who are literally in church just to find like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, which honestly, again, no judgment, because I feel like Ollie says you know who you are. For real. Skylar says, I got exposed to church literally since I was born, but even so, it took me recently to understand what being Christian is. Bob says, I know lots who go to church and then get laid a week later, no judgment. Exactly. I feel like there's a lot of Christians who claim to be Christians and aren't actually Christian, and that was me. I was self-proclaimed Christian at 10 years old, but I was still living like the most broken person up until I turned 18. So I didn't start to really have a relationship with God until I turned 18. Before 18, I feel like I understood the principles of Christianity. I understood the tenets of Christianity. I understand that going to church is important and tithing. Like, I understand everything, head knowledge, but I never had that real relationship with God. It never went down into my heart. I never really felt the need to have God in my life. Until I came to a point in my life where I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of trying to do it by myself. So, and I know I have cousins who are Buddhists who tell me that like they have challenged me before. They said that like, oh, Christians are just people who are too weak to do stuff in their life. They're like, and I did have my cousin tell me, and I'm not saying this to hate my cousin. This is just his ideology and his beliefs, which I respect. But I respectfully agree to disagree as well. Because he's like, why should I need God? I can do everything myself. Like, you just need to put in enough willpower and enough strength and enough, there are ways. And I told him, I think when you come to a point in your life where things cannot be in your control, that's why I turned to God. Because I was at a state in my life where it was out of my control. There were so many things I could not control, and I tried to control it, and it wasn't working. So I was desperate enough to turn to God, and it just so happened that God worked for me. It worked for me. Like I found a lot of relief and a lot of beauty in surrendering my control to a being that has my best interests at heart and is capable of journeying with me to achieve the best interests he has for me together. Bob says it's very different, I guess. Christianity teaches acceptance of suffering. Buddhism teaches how to avoid things that cause suffering, so I understand. Yeah, exactly. I feel like maybe because I'm very acquainted with suffering, because I come from a very broken family, I come from a very broken past, I never saw suffering as something that I can avoid, because it was never avoidable. I tried escapism for the longest time. I think in my teenage years, I wasted a lot of my teenage years just trying to escape my reality, because reality was so painful. Life was so painful that like I spent so much time on the internet. I couldn't live without the internet because it became my coping mechanism and it became very unhealthy. But now, like now today, you could destroy my laptop and I could still live. I could still live, you know. You could put me in a no Wi-Fi place. Yeah, sure, I'll be bored and maybe I'll have a bit of withdrawals, but like I can still live. I won't be destroyed because now I have hope in my life. I have hope in life. Shaman asked Tiff, have you ever seen a miracle happen? Yes, I have. I have witnessed too many miracles for me to deny the existence of God. So, and miracles for me that happen personally and miracles that happen in people around me. And I've seen small miracles to big miracles. I've seen big miracles like cancer being healed, and I've seen small miracles like food literally being multiplied. Like I am so freaking like literally like like food multiplication, like that's a miracle, you know. Like I've seen small miracles and I've seen big miracles. For me personally, the biggest miracle I've received is being freed of depression. I used to be suicidal for like years. Um, and that's what I mean. I don't think I would be alive, and I wouldn't even be the person I am today if it weren't for Christ. Because Christ was the only thing that really cured me. And it's funny because I've been trying to self-medicate for the longest time. For years, I went through counseling, I went through therapy, I went through. I almost went to the resort of medication, and none of it was working. I don't. I don't say this to talk down on therapy. I think it takes a lot of courage to acknowledge you have a problem and to do something about it. But I also understand full well and all too personally how painful it is to have a condition that makes life difficult and is out of your control. You know? Um, and I don't see this just for mental illnesses. I see this for physical ailments too. Like people with, like, even for things like ADHD, or like, let's say if you are physically ill, you have cancer or something, you know, like I do completely understand how hopeless and how frustrating it is to not be able to live the life you want to live because of the setbacks you have with your body or with yourself. But the thing that gave me the most hope was people in my life and God placing these people in my life. And it was also like me putting myself in a position, because I went to church where I got to hear these messages. I got to hear these words. I went to a church that really professed that there was hope in life. Like I had, there was a pastor, and he stepped down from pastoral care, but this pastor preached a lot about like, you don't need to live in depression. You don't need to live in anxiety. You don't need to live coping with life. You don't need to live with anxiety. You don't need to live like this is not forever. This is not something you can. There is a solution. You can be set free. You can uh you can escape this, but you can't do it by yourself. You need, like, and he was like saying like, let God, stop trying to do it by yourself, let God do it for you. All you need to do is to ask Jesus to do it for you. Just ask Jesus to help you. And it was so simple, but it was also the most simplest thing seemed also the most difficult, because I guess it's a pride thing, it's like an ego thing. Like you want to try to do it yourself. You want to try to get better yourself. And it took a lot of pride. It took a lot of humility. It took a lot of humility to come before God and to come to a point within myself where I had to tell myself or tell God that, like, you know what, I can't do this by myself. I need you, God. Like, and if you're real, and he is real, he's real for me at least, he's very real. If you're, and I said, like, if you're real, then help me. And he showed up. God showed up for me. I don't mean to make this a Christian podcast or whatever. This is just my life. This is just what worked for me. And God showed up for real. God showed up for me in the most realist way. And it wasn't like an instant showing up. It was a gradual thing that by the time I realized it, I was just too shocked to even believe that, like, whoa, you know. Yeah, and it was a lot of freedom, because I was under the belief that I would have to live with depression for my whole life, because like every person I talked to, including my counselors, they always gave me coping mechanisms, but they never said I would be free of it. So when I heard that I could be free of it completely and totally, just by believing that Jesus can set me free, just by having Jesus as my savior, I was like, well, it sounds like a scam, but you know what? At this point, I'll take it. So I took it, and it worked. And I can confidently say that although these past 2 weeks, for sure, I do have moments where I feel like I feel like I feel like I'm back in that dark space, but it's not fully back there. You know what I mean? Like I have never gone back. I've never gone back. I do have moments in life, if I have to be very honest, I do have moments in life where living feels very painful, but it's never been in a I've never been in a position where I want to, not to say want to, but I lose hope completely. Which is crazy because it's like the only thing sustaining me, I feel, is God. Like God preserves my faith. Okay, I'm gonna read chat. Speaking of healing, I need prayer. Last night shenanigans left me with a strained wrist. Okay, Ollie, I'll keep you in prayer tonight. I'm praying for Nat too, so I'll pray for you as well. I do like Christian bands like Colton Dixon and the Jesus Fish meme. For real. Hi, Derber! Hello, welcome to stream. Bob says, "Is that's true? I really believe in therapy. I think I can do better. I think you can do better. I do believe in therapy. I do think that therapy is good, but I also believe that in the event that therapy does not, I feel like therapy is a good way to get cured. And I feel like one of the best cures that require low effort is Christ. And that's me speaking from personal experience. I did not have to pay any money or anything really to receive my healing and to receive my freedom. I feel like all I had to do was really believe. And it sounds so simple, but that's really what I did. I just believed, I clung to that faith, and I was set free. And now I've never gone back, and I never want to go back. Bob says that's true. I read this. Shaman says I've seen some people. There's bones move to the right place or like straight up grow. Dude, I heard of miracles like that. I have not witnessed it personally, but I've heard of people around me who have experienced stuff like that or have seen stuff like that, and I think it's incredible. Shaman says I stabbed my hand with a chisel while I was working. Oof! Are you good? Like, please tell me that was an accident though. Don't. I hope it's not like real. Like you're intentionally trying to do that. Shaman says slowly but surely showing the world and opening up. Omnimaniac says personally as a kid my grandma died. Grandma was best, so grandma dying means either God is evil or doesn't exist. I'm so okay. First of all, Ami, I just want to say I'm so sorry for your loss. I can never. I don't think any words can express or consolidate the pain you feel for losing your grandma. But I think something that helped me was understanding that all the evil things that happen in the world is not because God is evil, but because we live in an evil world. We live in an evil, fallen world, and we are very capable of evil. And I feel like it's unfair to blame all the evil on God, but not give him credit for the good. Like, I think if we are going to credit all evil to God, then we should also credit all good to God. Because as much as there's evil in the world, there is also so much good. And I see the good as like the good I see it is God in a way, God revealing himself. So although the bad thing is your grandma passing away, but the good thing is you got to spend time with your grandma. You got to live with your grandma, or you got to experience your grandma. You got to make beautiful memories of your grandma. Your grandma was the best. So although yes, dying is painful, is bad, but there is so much good that we cannot discount. And that's what helps me to cope with the evil in the world. Like when I see that there is so much evil, and I feel like the evil is not attributed correctly to the right person. I feel like we are miscrediting or indirectly. No, no, I'm just gonna use the word miscrediting. I feel like we are miscrediting who evil really belongs to. And because I believe in God, I believe in Satan as well. I believe in the devil. I believe that all the evil and bad things that happen in the world is accredited to the devil and also to the broken state that we live in. But that's my perspective. That's my worldview. Um, and I feel like God is already being very good to us by allowing us to have free will to decide and to make choices. I feel like if he was truly evil, he would just wipe away every bad thing, and that would mean essentially removing our existences. Because I don't think that we are inherently good. And I know that that would be very offensive to many people who are listening, because there's a lot of people who, and in my circle too, who believe that we are inherently good people. But I don't share that same worldview. I don't share that same perspective because I see how evil people can be and how evil I can be. Despite how good we want to be, it is so much easier for us to be bad. And I say this because when it comes to children don't need to be taught how to lie. They already know how. But the fact that we need to teach our children to be good, I feel like that's very revealing of our nature as human beings. But that's my belief, okay? That's how I see things. So my views on suffering, my views on the afterlife, my view on God, my view on people and goodness and evilness. I'm not sharing all this for you to be like, oh, you need to believe what I believe. No, that's not what I'm saying. If you share a different worldview and you still want to disagree with me, that is completely fine. And that is good because you have free will. God has given you the free will to make your choices, and it would be inherently wrong for me to strip away or to judge you or to condemn you or discredit your belief systems if my God hasn't even done that. You know, like who am I to play God and be like, no, you have to believe what I believe. Like, no, that's not how I do Christianity, at least. Shaman says, like, maybe little steps backward, but the big steps jump forward. You know the song Jesus Victorious? I don't know if I know that song, but I'll listen to it later. Let me just Google it. I don't think I know that song. I don't think I've heard it before. Bob says, I see. That one's from our church? Oh, nice, Shaman! Not on purpose, he gave us a choice. Bob says religion is tricky, Tifa? For sure. Religion is definitely a very tricky thing. I'm not ashamed to talk about it because I am intrigued by other people's thought processes. I like to hear what they believe. I like to hear how they see the world. And I respect how they see the world. As long as they don't try to force me to see things the way they see things, I'm okay. Like, I really do want to be in that, like, agree to disagree. Like, you have your own belief systems, I have my own belief systems. And regardless of what you believe in, this is still a safe space for you to share. This is still a safe space for you to be in. So, like, even if there's someone who's a Satanist in my chat, and you want to say, like, I believe in Satan, I believe whatever you believe in, I still respect you as a human being. You know? And obviously, even though I respect you as a human being, I still want to hold firm to my belief, and because of my beliefs, I would still obviously be praying that that you come to salvation or something like that. But when I say that, it's not because I think like I'm trying to strip you of your free will, but it's because like I want the best for you, and my belief systems lead me to believe that what I have is the best. So again, it's coming to that fine line of like wanting the best of people, but also not forcing them to take it. Yeah. Shaman says, well, he did try to do it once, but said never to do it again. What do you mean by said never to do it again? Hello, Anthony! Shaman says, howdy, we're in deep talking session. Anthony says, what's that mean? Shaman says, I'm still kind of therapy, I think. Just keep things serious. Skylar says, it's really a surprise to be hearing this whole convo on the stream today, but it's great. There were things I needed to hear. Oh, I'm glad, Skylar. Ollie says, as long as you don't trash my religion in return, true. Anthony says, I respect religion. I was once Christian, so I understand. Bob says, yeah, I think so too. Shaman says, F that shiz, I still respect you, believe in another religion. Double message. I think you can respect people without adopting or believing what they believe. So that doesn't change my stance or principles. Like, and I'm gonna say something offensive, so I'm just embrace yourself, chat. My religion Christianity professes that Christianity is the only way to heaven, and it professes that Jesus is the only God. So I still hold firm to that belief. But even if there's people in my midst who believe that, like, no, there's many other gods, or like Jesus is not the true God, like, I can still love and respect you as a person, but that doesn't mean I need to accept what you believe in. And vice versa, I don't expect people to believe what I believe in order to stay friends with me. Like, I think we can still be the best of friends and still have different belief systems. Obviously, I will want the people I love and care for to have the same belief systems as me because it is what I believe is the best. But if they haven't come to that point where they want that for themselves, there is no right for me to enforce it and to encourage it or to, shove it down people's throats, essentially. Shaman says, like, I will always hope you will become a Christian and get the same experience as I have, but if you don't want that, I respect it. Exactly, Shaman. Exactly. I think that was put to words very beautifully. I think you put that to words beautifully. Like, I would always want the people in my life to become Christian and to have what I have, but if they don't want that, that is completely okay. Like, because again, it's your life. And if how you live life makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely, I just want the best for everyone that's in my life. And if you believe that what you have or like your religion is the best for you in your life, then continue to live by those convictions and by those beliefs. Cryptic says, how respectful you are of others is honestly really admirable. I don't think me being respectful of people comes from me. I feel like, and I say this with utmost humility and truth, everything that you like about me, chat, everything that you find admirable or nice about me is not because of me, but it's because of Christ and what he's done in my life. Like, and I say this because I know what kind of person I am. I don't think I would have the ability to be this kind and loving if I did not accept Christ and if I did not have the love of God in me. It takes a real genuine faith and a real genuine relationship with God to be able to love people beyond what is humanly capable or beyond human capabilities. And I say this because, like, there are people in my life that I find emotionally, mentally, physically difficult to love because of the kind of people they are. But because of God in me and because I have that relationship with God, I'm able to love them and I'm able to respect them and able to show them the care and love that God believes they deserve. Not so much because they're easy to love or because I think they deserve the love or whatever, but because God has allowed me to come to a point in my life where I see everyone that I interact with and everyone I talk to as someone who is beloved by God. Even if they don't believe in Him. Even if they don't like Him or hate Him or whatever, I believe that every person that I come in contact with or every person on this earth is truly beloved and precious in the eyes of God. So for me to hurt someone or something that God treasures so much would be a great injustice to the God I serve, or would be a great offense to the God I serve. But I'm also fully aware that I am only human, and I am very, very capable of hurting people around me. And it's not by my will. It's not that I want to hurt people. It's just that I have moments of weaknesses where I lose my temper, or I am upset, or I say careless things, or I do careless things that hurt people, or like I feel like no matter what, there is no perfect formula to people and life. Like you can say all the right things, do all the right things, but some people will still take it personally or still take it the wrong way. And it takes a godly level of faith and patience to navigate that to navigate that kind of like wanting to be good but knowing that you can't do it by yourself, so you rely on a greater being to be good. At least that's how I live my life. That's how I do my life. I don't know about other people, but that's how I do it, and it works for me. It works for me. Anthony says, just don't force your beliefs to people, respect each other, that's all. Exactly, Anthony. Yes, exactly. Bob says, yep, best to agree to disagree when it comes to religion. Religion and honestly any other worldview. I feel like it's good to agree to disagree for things like politics, for things for religion, for things that are very important, like how you raise your child, how you navigate relationships, how you view the world. When it comes to worldviews, I think it's very important that we respect that we have different worldviews. Shannon says, yeah, you're a shitty ass streamer who can't accept the things you deserve. What? He will always love you no matter what. Anthony says, that sounds bad out of context, right? What one though? Yeah, patience hard part as well. I'm sorry if this conversation is very uncomfortable or like this is not a conversation you want to hear from your streamer, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me a place and for providing such a safe space for me to talk about something that means a lot to me. I think the fact that my chat is very tolerant and very willing to listen and willing to speak, it speaks volumes on your character more than it does on mine. And I'm very grateful to have you guys as my chat. I'm very grateful that my chat is warm and welcoming enough and safe enough where I can openly talk about Christianity and can talk about my beliefs without fearing, without needing to be defensive, without needing to over explain myself, you know? And I think you guys deserve credit for that. You guys deserve credit for having that maturity and having that ability to provide streamers a safe space to talk about anything. Anything and everything under the sun at this point. Bob says, yep, we're mature. Honestly, I remember when I signed up for the VTubing agency, they asked me what my audience demographics were, and I was like, how do I explain my audience demographics? I was just like, my audience is very mature and very wholesome. They're not very young, I think. I'm pretty sure they're pretty old, but even if they're young, they're very mature and very wholesome. Because my chat, I'm like really grateful for this. My chat is not like the very toxic, immature chat that I see on in most streams. Like I see a lot of mainstream streams where the people in the chat are just so chaotic and so like they're so like aggressive, you know. It's scary. It's so aggressive, like it's so aggressive in a way where it's like, I remember there was a streamer who was streaming and they were like, oh, I don't like pineapple on pizza, or no, I like pineapple on pizza. They said they like pineapple on pizza, and their chat was just like flaming the streamer. They're just like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting! Like pineapple on pizza is nasty. What the heck? Blah blah. I know they were just doing it for jokes. They were just like trolling or whatever. But for me, I was just like, it's not a big deal. Like, who cares? Who cares if they like pineapple on pizza? Like for all like it's not like they're making you eat it. You know, like I don't understand why they're making a big fuss over it. It's like I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't really like it too. It makes me a bit uncomfortable. It makes me a bit uncomfortable when like when people are like very like pushy. You know what I mean? But I know that they're just joking, but for me it's just like, dang, I don't really find it funny. Anthony says, yeah, I'm very old, totally. The streamer reflects the chat and vice versa. Skylar says, a chat reflects the streamer, still wholesome streamer attracts wholesome chat. I hope that's true. Ollie says, 20s going on 40s, that's me. Shaman says, I'm probably way younger than you think. Way younger than you think. I could switch to that though, as well though. I want to know how old you think I am. I'm assuming, Shaman, you're probably in your teens or in your 20s. I'm under the assumption that most people in my chat are 16 and above. Most people in my chat are 16 and above. Happy birthday, Dre! Happy birthday! By the way, I have your present, but I can only pass it to you when I meet you in real life. So Dre, for our next meetup, just remind me to bring you your present, because I can't drive to your house to pass it to you, because I need to take care of my grandma this week especially, so like it'll be a bit tough, but like yeah, I will be able to pass you your birthday present the next time we meet up, and maybe during that time you can help me with the mic setup stuff. That will be so helpful. Dre says I'm 30. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I assume that majority, like this is just my guess, I feel like the youngest, okay, I know that I do have 12 and 13-year-olds in my chat, but they're rarely present. But the present people in my chat, majority of the people in my chat are 16 and above. That is my guess, and that is my assumption. Dre says, that's fine, you seriously didn't need to get a present. Also, the mic I wanted is out of stock. No! Okay, Dre, what? It's okay. Just take your time. Because no rush. There's no rush. You can just take your time, because I'm not in any rush. I'm okay with my poor audio quality. Honestly, for now, I do need to change it eventually. I want to change it by this year end, hopefully. Shaman says, yo, I'm younger than 16. Okay, I was wrong. The thing is going to be out of stock for a while, unfortunately. Really? Oof, you must want a very popular mic. Then again, I don't know much about tech, so like, is this something that you need to order or something along those lines? Yo, children, gross, no offense. Bob says, I think you'll do well for 16 plus. Yeah, Shaman, if you are younger than 16 and you're able to be this mature, good job. You deserve a clap. Bob says when I stream, I want to target 2030s because they have monies and midlife crises. I mean, Bob, you're looking into a therapy stream, right? If anything, I don't know if this is good for you, Bob, but my youngest sister said it doesn't matter if you're a teenager or if you're in your 40s or 30s, depression hits everyone. the depression, like you'll always find people that need therapy regardless of what age they are or what walk of life they're in. So I don't think you have a shortage on people who need you, Bob. You don't have a shortage on therapy people. Dre says it's kind of popular, but I think it's just hard to find right now. Dre, let me know what mic it is. Maybe I can help you ask my connections if they can get it for you. Yeah, I can try. Lord, I'ma go cuddle, sleepy. Okay, Dre. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams. Or like have a good rest if you're going to rest. Bob says, if they don't go to church, they pay for my service. Yes, it does. I think I like more adulting talk and people older have more money. But yes, have to help everyone. Sure, MV7. I guess the perk. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Dre. Thank you. Sure, MV7. Okay, let me just type this down, and I'm gonna pin this in my WhatsApp so I can pick it up. For Dre. Okay. Well, I'm as well longer than you think. I just realized my birthday was only 10 days ago. It felt like it'd been a month. Skylar says, regardless of age or family background is lifestyle. True. I think the nice thing about helping people who can't help themselves is that your reward is in the invisible. So although I may not get monetary benefits in helping people who do not support me financially, I feel like I'm rewarded in things that can never be bought with money. I'm rewarded with support, with love, with shelter, with just so many other blessings, like opportunities, with things that can't be seen. And it feels it takes faith to believe that you are doing good for people and that the good that you're doing for people has meaning and has good lasting consequences. But I feel like it's that kind of faith that helps me to continue what I'm doing, and it helps me to be encouraged to help people who cannot help themselves. Skylar says, "Oh, happy belated birthday, Cryptic." Yes, happy belated birthday, Cryptic. Bob says, "I do enjoy career counseling and helping kids figure out who they're meant to be." I feel that too, Bob. I actually really feel that. Like, I work with a lot of the youth, like the teens, and a lot of them are like, "I don't know what to do in my life. I don't know what to study, blah blah." So, usually I walk them through the processes, and I give them practical life advice, and it's heartwarming. It's heartwarming for them to find direction, because I think one of the most painful things I've experienced in my life is being lost. I hate that feeling. I hate feeling lost and directionless in my life. I don't like the feeling of not knowing where I'm going in my future, or like, Anthony says can confirm I don't know what to do in my life. It's a bad feeling to have. So when I have people in my life who are able to encourage me and able to give me direction, able to point me back at the path that I've lost sight on, or that I've lost sight of, it helps me so much. So I cannot even imagine if these people are doing it for me and I feel the impact of it, how much more are the people that I help with their uni courses or like their decisions and studies or whatever, Anthony says, "I'm about to be 18, so that's cool." Yo, Anthony, awesome. By the way, sure, MV7, not MV7X, completely different. Okay, Drake, got you. Bob says, I do enjoy. Oh, wait, I read this. Bob says, having purpose is a strong anchor, same like you want to pay it forward. Yep, exactly. Cryptic says, probably time for me to sleep as well. I have orchestra tomorrow morning. Okay, Cryptic, good night. Good night, Cryptic, sweet dreams. All the best for orchestra tomorrow. Dre says, okay, sleep. Head do the heart hurt. Thank you, Tiff. Hope everything goes well for you. I heard a bit of the stream early on. Thank you, Trey. Thank you. Take care. I'm sorry I couldn't pass you your birthday gift today, but I will pass it to you in time, okay? Shaman says, I want to become a smith. What's a smith? Like a blacksmith? Or like a shoesmith? Or wordsmith? What kind of smith are you talking about? Know it for like 3 years or something? I don't know, probably longer. Bob says not having your happiness tied to one person or thing, it's very important. I agree with that, Bob. I agree. I share that same view. I don't think it's safe or mentally healthy to attach your purpose to something temporary, like a career or like a person or something, a noun. I feel like it's dangerous to attach it to stuff like that because they can easily fall or break. Cryptic says, felt like I learned a lot this stream. Just know that we'll always be here for you. Good night. Good night, Cryptic. Thank you guys so much for being here for me. Thank you guys. And Anthony, I do pray that you will be able to find where you want to go in life. If you ever need someone to talk to for clarity or just someone that needs, like, you can, like, you know, bounce your ideas off, you're welcome to come to me. I'm always open. My DMs are always open. Yeah, if you ever need just some direction or some guidance, I can't promise you that I'll be able to help you, but I can promise that I will do my best to try to help you. And I'm sure that there's people in this chat that are more than willing to avail themselves to also help you. So if you ever need help, just ask. You only need to ask and it will be given to you. And if it doesn't help, at least you tried. You know, at least you tried. And at least I tried to give you the help. I would try. Yeah, like if you ever need some like career counseling or like, you know, counseling in your studies, let me know because I have helped a couple people. I don't know how much my help can help, but it is something, I guess, maybe. Bob says, and if you've lost someone who meant the world to you, how do I honor the departed Flya? Yep. Yes, I will help chat. Yeah, and Bob is open to help too if you need someone older and more mature or a different perspective. You guys can go to Bob because I will be coming. Like you guys have to understand that when I come and help, I may also come from a biased perspective because I come from the Christian worldview. So if you want a unreligious or unbiblical worldview, Bob is probably the kind of person you will want to go for. But for me, I would definitely try to help. It's just that, you know, I mean, my advice may be a bit biased because I'm more skewed to the worldview I have. I understand Christian views. Yeah, so if you don't mind me talking about God, then I'm more than happy to help you with life, Anthony. Like I'm more than happy to walk with you and to just hear what you have to say and maybe provide some insight or maybe a new perspective that you may have lost sight of because I know for sure I have lost sight before and I needed people to just kind of point back up or like point out what I'm missing or what I'm not seeing. Shaman asks, can I ask when I'm doing a test on school or from a young fellow view? Sure, of course. We can't give you the test answers, obviously, but we can help you with your studies. I don't mind. I'm only good at teaching English, though. I'm not very good at bio or math, so you might need to ask someone else in chat to help you with those subjects. I'm sorry. Anthony says, I once wanted to become a priest because I loved the stories in the Bible when I was a child. Oh, Anthony. Do you come from the Catholic background, if you don't mind me asking? because I come from a Protestant background. I don't share. There are certain things of Catholicism that I don't agree with, but that's my personal belief. Funny story. Normie Kun is Catholic, but even though Normie Kun was Catholic, the thing that really saved him was the Protestant faith. Not to say my denomination is better than yours. I no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm definitely not trying to say that. I'm trying to say that with Christianity is dead if you don't have a relationship with God. If you don't have a true relationship with God, Christianity is literally just like any other religion then. So for even for my ex, he did not experience his breakthrough or his life changing until he really established that relationship or that belief in Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Bob. You're right. Catholics believe in saints. Christians believe you can achieve a direct relationship with God. I don't look down on Catholics. I just agree to disagree with certain views they have. I don't believe that I need to pray to a dead person, even though it's a respectable dead person who has contributed a lot to Christianity. I don't believe I need to pray to a person when I can just pray directly to God. Anthony says it's fine. I don't know much about other religions. You're too sweet. No, really, Anthony. I'm more than happy to just like walk you through this, and we don't have to do this on stream. Anthony, my Discord. If you're in my Discord, you can always DM me, and we can always hop on Discord chat to talk, or just talk on Discord. Like, because I understand it's a very personal thing, and I would never want to expose or put publicize things that should be kept private. Bob says Catholics believe in Trinity too, and Christians have nicer songs. Yeah. I'll probably forget, okay? Well, if you ever remember, and you're in a place in life where you just really need some direction, just hit me up on Discord, okay? Or you can hit me up on Twitch chat, I guess, like if I'm not streaming. But if anything, I don't know if this helps you, but Anthony, because you have a relationship with God and you feel lost, I would suggest you just pray and ask God, why did you make me? Why did you make me? Why have you put me here? There is a purpose. In Jeremiah 3, I don't remember the exact number or the exact verse, but in the book of Jeremiah, it says that God says that I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And that is one of the verses that I've been proclaiming over my life, because I find it very difficult to see where I'm going in my life and what that plan is. I'm not gonna lie, I have so many moments, and I'm in that moment right now where I feel like I'm lost, but I just have to hold on to the faith that God has a plan for me, and the plan He has for me is always for my good. And I may not see it now, but I do believe that He will reveal it to me if I continue to seek after Him. I think if I continue to seek after Him, slowly and surely, everything will unravel. And it has been unraveling. Like, I prayed a prayer just this morning. God, where is your love? I don't see it. And look, God has sent me you guys. God sent me chat. God sent me my parents, my sisters, my friend. So if He could do that for me, He can do that for you, Anthony, because you are so precious and beloved. I see no reason why. I see no reason why God wouldn't be able to reveal His plan, His purposes, and His love for you, Anthony. My mom just came home, so it's probably a good time for me to start ending stream, because it starts to get very noisy when she gets home. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. At gone. Bob says, I hope things get better for you, Tiff. I also hope you find strength in trying times. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do. I have. And I want to just say again once more, thank you so much, Nia. Because you guys are a portion of my strength. Nia. You guys are one of the things that contribute to the hope I have. Nia. Nia arigato, Nia. So again, thank you very much, Nia. Again, Tono wasn't me. Sure. Okay, fine. If you say so. Trust, Nia. I say this again. Nia, the donation means more than I could ever express. Yeah. And I hope that whoever did that donation, that God will bless you so richly and abundantly. Even if you don't believe in him, I just pray that you get like a promotion or you get something. I just pray that like y'all get blessed somehow or one way or another. And I trust. By the way, it's 11:58. I can stop yelling now. I trust that because God answers my prayers, even if my chat doesn't believe, I have the faith to believe on everyone's behalf in a way. I have the faith to believe that God can bless everyone in my chat, whether it be monetary or through other means, and that's all I want, honestly. I just want everyone. I want myself and everyone in my life to just be blessed. You're real specific that you're not is sus. I know, right, Shaman? He's so suspicious. It's so suspicious. Health and abs. Oh my god, for real. Okay, Bob. Okay. You know what? In Jesus' name, I pray for Bob to have good health and abs. Amen. Get them abs. We can Scooby-Doo another day, yeah? I would love to Scooby-Doo it, but I don't know how. Like, I don't know, like, maybe, okay, you know what? I can check my Gmail, because PayPal does inform me. So, I got the donation from someone named Galu Estia. So, I don't know who you are, Galu Estia, but thank you for the donation. I really don't. Who Galu Estia? I don't even have a Galu in my chat, bro. But yes, thank you. Thank you again. Seek the IP address? I don't know how to do that. He and I are aiming for that. Did you say 6-pack? Amen, sister. When anonymous isn't very anonymous. Yeah, I'm just grateful beyond words. And it looks like I'm gonna have to set a new donation goal now. I need to set a new donation goal. Bob, you are very suspicious. You are very, very suspicious. But again, I want to respect and believe you for what you say, but you are a sussy baka. You are very, very sussy. But yes, I'm gonna end my stream now. I'll tell you if it's me. Okay, Bob. I will hold you to that. I will hold you to that. Yeah, I think I will end my stream now. And we're gonna raid Thao Chibi. She's doing art right now. Here are your raid messages. Again, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for just staying up late, honestly, on a Sunday night or wherever you are in your time zone to spend time with me and to hang out with me and for listening to me. Like, really, for listening to me, honestly. Like, because I cried so much and I just like, ranted about Jesus, whom I love so much. But yeah, thank you guys for listening and just for being here. It's 5 p.m. Oh, okay, Shaman. That's not too bad. I hope you have a good rest of the day then, Shaman, okay? I will make the tweet for the lore competition and I'll have it out by tomorrow. Okay? Good night everyone. Good night, good night. Thank you again.